You have got to do something. You have got to make Nola realize that when I'm trying to do business, she has to make herself scarce.
Vanessa, I do not have to do anything of the kind. And I hope you weren't rude to her.
How can I be rude to her? We have our little agreement, don't we?
We do indeed.
All I have to tell you is, at lunch today, it was absolutely and completely impossible for me to get any business done with Agatha.
Why?
Because every time I brought up the question of her investing some capital in Spaulding, she started talking about tea accessories.
Agatha did?
Yes.
Well, then how can you blame Nola for that?
Because Nola was there egging her on, encouraging her.
Vanessa, I have no intention of playing referee between you and Nola. I have got more important things on my mind.
Well, what happens tonight at the dinner party if the same thing happens all over again? What am I going to do?
Agatha's coming to dinner?
Oh, you know Agatha's coming to dinner.
Then why did you invite her to lunch?
Because it was very sensible. I was assuming that we could get the business out of the way and then everybody could relax and have a good time.
Then why did you invite Nola to lunch?
Because Nola was standing right there. What do you expect me to do? I couldn't very well exclude her, could I?
Exclude me from what, Vanessa? Were you going to exclude me from something?
Oh, hello, darling. No. No. Of course not. You misunderstood me.
I did?
Oh, yes. I was just saying that however desperate I felt to discuss business with Agatha, excuse me, I wouldn't dream of excluding you from luncheon.
Oh, really? That's nice.
Yes, and I do hope you realize how important dinner is tonight.
You know, Vanessa, that's the 21st time.
21st time what?
That's the 21st time that you have told me how important dinner tonight is. Now, do you think that I don't know how to act at a dinner party?
No, of course not. I know you know how to behave beautifully at a dinner party. You misunderstood me. What I really meant to say was that I hope and pray that at every special occasion of my life, you will be present. Now, would you both excuse me?
All right. Okay. What is the story?
What story?
What is this little Mary Sunshine act that Vanessa is putting on? I want to know what's going on.
Well, she does seem a bit more cheery these days.
Cheery, she's got this smile. It's like plastered on her face. And no matter what I do or what I say, it just stays there.
Nola, you haven't been trying to upset Vanessa on purpose, have you?
Me upset Vanessa? Oh, it's the most ridiculous thing I ever heard. But I always could just bug her without even trying. Now, what is going on? I think you know.
Don't you think it has something to do with her new job?
Her job? That's funny. I never thought it. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is her job. Maybe that's... I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just all the pressure and everything. Just finally getting to her, I guess, here.
Well, I think that sums it up quite well.
I guess it does. Wait. Put it back this way.
Oh, whatever you say, Mrs. Chamberlain.
Or maybe it would be better up here. If we
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, Victor and I are rearranging the furniture.
Good God, look at you. You know, if I were you, darling, I'd worry a little less about the furniture and a little more about making myself presentable.
Presentable? Did you hear that, Victor? She doesn't think I look presentable.
Well, if you were going to be the cleanup brigade at a slumber party, you'd be just divine.
Oh, this is wonderful. This is just great.
What? What's wonderful?
Well, you're being nasty again. It's just like old times. It's just like your old self. I can't wait to tell Quint all about this.
Oh, dear. If that doorbell rings one more time and I have to answer it, heads are good. Thank you. Now, where were we? Yes, darling, I was saying that if you felt a great need to rearrange the furniture, you should just told me, and I would have been only too glad to help.
Really?
Yes, and you see, I hope you'll forgive me. It's just that dinner parties tend to make me a little snappish, and I'm not quite myself. So I know that you're going to be your sweet, normal, charming, unspoiled self tonight for Agatha and her companion.
Sure. I knew it was too good to last. Come on, Victor, let's go get dressed.
Quentin.
Vanessa, are you really going to talk business with Agatha tonight?
I most certainly am. I would have done it at lunch, but your wife was yakking on and on about...
Quentin, do me a favor and watch Stacy while I finish getting ready, okay?
Well, I thought Victor was going to help you.
Well, he is, but every time he walks in the room, Stacy cries.
I know the feeling.
I'll be right up, darling.
Oh.
Nola, have you decided what gown you're going to wear tonight?
No, I haven't decided yet.
Well, I suggest you make a decision very quickly. It's getting quite late. What I meant to say was that if you need any help, I would be only too glad to give you some assistance.
Hello. Oh, hi, Mom.
Hi, Bee.
Oh, look
How
at
are
you.
you?
You look beautiful.
What
What's
are
that?
you doing here?
Well, I invited her. She didn't have anything to do tonight.
You what?
Well, I guess I forgot to tell you, Vanessa. Just slipped my mind.
Isn't that sweet of her? Very sweet.
Party here tonight.
Oh, honey, you look beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Do you think so? You like it?
Yes, Nola, your gown is just perfection.
Nola, is my girlfriend Stacy coming to this party?
Daddy,
I'm afraid not, Father. Nola put Stacy to bed before we came down.
I thought that was Jane's department.
Well, Jane is teaching Victor how to tie a bow tie, as a matter of fact.
Miss Chamberlain, Miss Agatha Dobson is here with her escort.
Oh,
I think I know. No, you
oh, Mildred. Mildred, come over here. Thank you. No, I don't like any of those. I'll just eat my banana.
No, thank you.
Well, you know, I really like Agatha.
Oh, I do, too. She seems to be quite taken with Victor. I wonder what they're talking about.
Transcendental meditation.
Transcendental meditation? What does Victor know about transcendental meditation?
Well, it's because that Mom introduced him as my yoga teacher.
Oh, I see. Well, Agatha does have a variety of interests, doesn't she?
And of course, you know, the wonderful thing about hydrangeas is that they winter through so beautifully.
Oh, yeah, I find it helps if you cut them back about mid-September.
Oh, really? I never tried that.
Oh.
My favorite is geraniums. I think they're so...
Well, Aggie, we really have some lovely teapots in the pantry.
Aggie, darling, come and talk to me, please. Scarcely seen you all evening. Have you noticed the way Billy and Vanessa have been circling each other all evening like a couple of nervous prize fighters?
You know, they are both such active people, so full of energy.
Mr. Chamberlain.
Oh, well, Aggie, we ought to be going in.
Well, now, where is Victor? I have to finish our little chat about reincarnation.
Victor?
Oh, there you are.
Well, Bee.
Yes, we do have to talk about that, don't we, Victor?
Oh, by all means. Nola.
We're coming, Father. We're coming.
There. We've got it. She'll be fine. We'll be out in a minute.
I'm fine. Is anybody coming? No, I don't
No,
think so.
no one's coming. Now, what is it you wanted to tell me that couldn't wait?
Well, look, don't you see what Billy's doing in there?
Well, Agatha invited him. He's doing his best to thwart Vanessa's business plans, and she's mad about it.
Anything else?
Well, what else could he have in mind?
Look, Quentin, don't you see, until we find out who's trying to kill Henry and solve the mystery of the picture, I don't think we should trust anybody, especially anyone connected with H.B. Lewis.
Stop worrying. Nothing is going to happen so long as Victor's here.
What's wrong?
What?
Nothing's wrong, Mother. Nothing's wrong at all.
No. As a matter of fact, we were just commenting on the fact that although they're business rivals, Billy and Vanessa seem to be fighting over Agatha's capital so politely.
Business?
Yes.
That's not the impression I got. I sensed there was a lot of tension at the dinner table, but I assumed it was because those two were so obviously in love. Tell me something.
By the way, dear, I have just been dying to ask you, when are you due?
What?
Oh, dear. Well, I hope I haven't said the wrong thing, but it is plain to see for all of us that, why, you are pregnant.
Pregnant? Why wasn't I told?
Thank you. We're very excited.
Oh, Nola, darling, I'm just thrilled for you. I'm thrilled for both of you. It's just lovely.
Thank you, Vanessa.
Thank you. Yeah, no, this isn't my first time.
How dare she do that? How dare she go and get pregnant in my house?
Oh, no. Vanessa, when people get married, having children is something that happens to them.
But she already has one child. At the rate she's going to turn my beautiful house into a daycare center. The only reason she's doing it is because she wants to worm her way into Daddy's affections. That's the only reason.
Calm down, Vanessa. Henry's affections aren't going to change just because Nola's giving him a grandchild.
You haven't seen him. You haven't seen him when that little girl comes into the room. He just melts, and she's not even flesh and blood.
Well, you know, if grandchildren mean that much to Henry, maybe you're going about this the wrong way. Maybe you should give up your job at Small. Maybe we should forget about the bet and get on to more important things. Maybe we should elope right now and start a family of our own. What do you say?
You're crazy, man, Billy Lewis. You're absolutely crazy. You think I'm going to go and engage in a baby race with that breeder? You're out of your mind. And I know exactly why you're doing this. You're trying to get out of our bet. Well, let me tell you, you're not going to get out of our bet.
Okay, lady. You asked for it. I'm coming at you down and dirty. You don't want to be courted? Fine. You want blood? Fine. You want to die shriveled and alone? Fine. You and I are going to keep that bet. And you're going to lose. And you're going to get down on your knees. And you're going to beg me to marry you. And I won't be able to yell no loud enough. Lady, I'm going to make you sorry the day you ever met me.
Now, are you sure you're comfortable?
He's told you 100 times already that he is.
Yeah.
Daddy, would you want another pillow?
No, thank you, darling. What I want is to be left alone for a little while.
Well, I'm so sorry. I was trying to help. I had no idea my presence was so annoying.
It's not annoying.
Perhaps if you didn't fuss so much.
I don't know. I don't understand you. How can you stand there so calmly when Daddy's been readmitted into the hospital and we don't really
I'm
know
trying
what's
not
gonna
to.
happen?
Please, stop it, both of you.
I'm
Are
sorry.
you all right, Daddy?
Yes, I'm fine. At least I will be if you just stop hovering over me. Quentin, you have a pregnant wife. Go on home and look after her. And, darling,
Yes,
go to the
really
office.
go
Do some
home.
work. No,
I spoke to Nola. She's fine, so don't worry about it.
And work can wait.
yes. Well, go now. You can come back this afternoon and fuss over me some more.
Daddy, I don't want to leave.
Well, darling, do it anyway for my sake.
All right. All right. Well, I'm going to be back just before dinner and make sure that you're comfy.
Well,
Then I'll be here right after lunch.
fine.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye. Vanessa?
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. I really wish we could get in to see Father soon. I'd like to know how he really's doing.
So would I. Poor darling, he's been through so much.
Well, that's funny. That's exactly what Nola told me on the phone.
How is darling Nola?
Thank you so much for inquiring, Vanessa. She's doing just fine. As a matter of fact, all she needed was just a little rest.
Are you excited about this baby?
Yes, I am. As a matter of fact, I can't wait for it to be born.
You know, I really have to hand it to Nola. She's just gliding right through this pregnancy.
Yeah, I know she appears to be, but I know it isn't easy for her.
I keep thinking no matter how sick and miserable you felt, you'd be really thrilled because you know that there was this a whole new life forming inside you.
Yes. Yes, indeed. Makes me realize just what men miss out on.
Well, not all women have children.
Would you like to have children, Vanessa?
Oh, I don't know.
Too much of a lifestyle change for you, I suppose.
Well, I'd say I'd need a husband first. You know, I'm not that unconventional, you old goof.
You know, Vanessa, by what I've seen lately, that shouldn't be too much of a problem for you.
If you're talking about Billy Lewis, you can just go soak your head. He and I are never going to get married, much less have children.
Vanessa, you know, just remember, nothing is impossible. Strange, isn't it? A situation like this. At least we had a nice talk.
That's true. I'm so glad I caught you.
Well, what are you doing?